Welcome back, everybody. It is 7 o'clock on the dot on this first alert weather day. We want to take you live right now north of the valley to New River, where you can see the road here is washed out. This is 19th Avenue and Desert Hills, and there's a white truck in that water. And that person, somebody that was driving that truck, was just rescued. If you watched the show about 10 minutes ago, you saw that rescue happen live right here on Good Morning Arizona.
This is a live picture still from our Arizona's Family drone. The only perspective of this rescue you're going to see in the Phoenix area this morning. So Hector, who is our drone operator, he's going to join us in just a few moments for a talk back. Again, it does appear that the person who is in the car is safe. Fire crews still on scene. They made some quick work of this. Again, as Kylie mentioned, we watched this play out in real time, and Paul is joining us now at the desk because the big question is, where is the rain headed? I mean, we're seeing some areas that got an inch and a half of rain just overnight.
We're going to see more rescues this morning. I'm telling you, there is a huge batch of rain that is falling out in the East Valley, and this cell is, we already had 2 inches in some rain gauges in the last 3-4 hours. And more rain is moving over the top of that. Do you guys want me to show you what's happening here with a look at the radar?
I think we may be going back out to Hector, if I'm not mistaken. Hector, do we know how that person is doing this morning? I'm not sure if you got a chance to talk to firefighters. I know there's a lot going on the scene. The person who was just rescued, how are they?
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, so I did see them. So when he first got rescued, he did have a hand over a backpack. I did see a gentleman out here walking around with that backpack on. It's pretty much, I'm sure it was him. He seemed to be walking around talking to everyone just totally normal. In fact, I think I see him walking almost past me. In fact, there he is.
Wow.
So here's the gentleman right here. He was rescued just outside of, right now he's just kind of walking around. I think he's waiting for a ride. I think he did refuse transport because I did see the ambulance drive away. But since I've been here, it has started to rain again, so I don't know if this wash is going to fill back up or not.
Yeah.
But I'll show you the actual scene itself, where the truck was parked at, or it's actually was covered in water there. But anyways, here, let me zoom in a little bit closer, and I'll zoom over to that area. But here's the truck here in the middle of the wash, and you can see that the water has definitely receded since we first did this rescue. I mean, now I can actually see the tires. When I first got here, you couldn't even see the tires. It was all the way up to the wheel wells of this Ford Ranger that's down below. But it seems like I can see the road now, and if I zoom out, you can actually see where the water has actually receded quite a bit.
Yeah, it's certainly a much different scene than it was, 15 or 20 minutes ago when we first saw you. We know, Hector, you have covered these before. You've been to these rescues. Did this seem like it was faster than other rescues? From our perspective, it seemed like it didn't take much time once they got the ladder across to get that man safely out of the car.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. As soon as this ladder truck pulled up, they basically backed him up, pulled that ladder out, swung it around, and put it over the top of the hood of that Ford Ranger. And 3 firefighters were on top of this truck immediately. They got the guy out, and he was out safe. And it happened pretty quick. I was pretty surprised too. Sometimes they use poles and they walk out there physically and get the person out. It seemed like the ladder was probably the best thing to do because they did it very, very quick. But it seems to me like the person is out safe and he's not walking around.
Hey, that's the good news, right?
Yeah,
and we certainly hope he gets a ride. Didn't look like he was that old, but obviously hard for us to visualize. Hector, we appreciate your reporting again from that water rescue that happened about 19th Avenue and Desert Hills. That's in the New River area. We're going to continue to touch base with you, and obviously if any other rescues happen, Hector, he's all over, and he'll be covering it. We hope that doesn't happen, but rain is coming down right now.
So we have